Premier David Eby unveiled his government's 10-year jobs plan today, a vision for the province's economy. He says will grow and diversify the provincial economy while putting thousands of people to work. For more, let's check in with Rob Shaw at the BC Legislature. Now, Rob, this isn't the first jobs plan from this government, is it?
Well, no, Stacey, it's not. If there is one thing that BC governments love to do, it's print big jobs plans. So I've gone back in the last 10 years or so. We're going to go through history here. This is the Canada Starts Here jobs plan from Christy Clark's government, 2012. Had something called the Major Investments Office. That doesn't exist anymore. This is the 2013 six-month update to that plan. This is the 2014 BC Skills for Jobs blueprint. We don't talk about that anymore. This is the 2022 John Horgan jobs plan, called the Economic Plan. The 2023 David Eby Stronger for BC Everyone Future Ready Action Plan jobs plan. Remember that? Nobody remembers that. And then today, the new Look West Jobs and Prosperity for a Stronger BC and Canada plan. All long vision plans that last maybe a year or two before governments forget about them. Today's promises to build off last week's announcement, doubling or skilled trade spaces, sets out some ambitious but vague goals to try and build new sectors and partner with Ottawa to grow others. Amongst the highlights, a 10-year, $200 billion goal for major project investment, things like mines, LNG plants, BC hydro lines, 18 of those in 10 years, and then some other big goals, including pushing Ottawa to try and secure 35% of the new Navy and defense vessel building contracts, 75% increase to life sciences, things like vaccine research and biomanufacturing, 75% increase to the tech center in AI and quantum computing, and a tripling of BC wood used in construction, mostly through government building projects. Not a lot of detail on how, but here's the Premier and the Jobs Minister today.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. We are going to take this shot because it is going to deliver the jobs that British Columbians need and deserve and the prosperity that we need to pay for the public services that British Columbians depend on.
These aren't just ideas on paper. These are targets that will really drive the economy going forward.
General support for the idea of a plan by the business community today, though some wanted to see more details, tax cuts, short-term targets. Opposition Conservative leader John Rustad scoffing at the goal of getting a third of Ottawa's shipbuilding contracts when the BC government chooses to outsource ferries to China because it's cheaper than building a maritime shipbuilding sector and paying local jobs here. Rustad also saying it'll be hard to attract all those investment dollars when private property rights are up in the air over the Cowichan Nation court ruling. Here he is today.
Certainly what I'm hearing from businesses, both small and large across the province, from everything in the private sector, is they are very concerned. What are the private property rights? How do you do investments in this province? How do you evaluate an investment? How do you attract the capital from banks or the private sector with this kind of uncertainty?
There's two other problems with 10-year jobs plans, Stacey. They tend to outlast the premiers and governments that create them, and then governments find shiny new objects in new directions pretty much every year. We have 3-year budgets. They change every single year. So we will see. If you took this jobs plan back just a year ago and talked to David Eby about promoting the LNG sector, for example, I think he'd find that quite surprising. But this is the new direction of government worth saving and adding to your stack of other jobs plans over the years.